FinanceStrategy.com.
Hello, this is Daniel Grady with a brief look at the markets for today, Friday, October 18th. We start with the economic calendar, and there's not much scheduled for today. The only thing to keep an eye out for is later at 5:30 GMT. We have a series of speeches by Fed governors. Probably the most important to keep an eye out for is at 9:30 GMT, which is Stein's speech. Moving over to the markets, the S&P 500 rose by 0.7% yesterday. This is a record high for the market. This is probably a continuing response to the debt agreement that was late Wednesday, and it's also a relief rally. The market is considering, or speculation in the market is that the Fed will not taper later in the day, later in the month. The Fed has its meeting on the 29th and 30th of the month, and this would give more liquidity to the markets and make them biased on the upside and create general weakness in the dollar, which is what we saw yesterday. During the Asian session, there was positive news out of China, which caused a general rise in the markets in Asia. But the outlook for the American session, according to a survey done by the Wall Street Journal, shows that traders are looking at mixed reaction with very slightly bullish bias in the market. So considering that it's Friday, investors might be looking at trying to consolidate their positions, and we won't see all that much interest in risk. Again, also, we'd have to look at the overall levels of the markets going to the session and see how much of this recent upward swing is causing the market to be overbought. Moving over to currencies, the euro responded quite strongly to overall weakness in the dollar yesterday. This is not due to any news from the European Union, but it's almost exclusively in response to general weakness in the dollar. It hit the top of this range it's been trading for a while, and also RSI is showing that this pair is overbought, so we could be looking at a correction during this session. The Japanese yen also responded to weakness in the dollar. Again, this was not due to anything happening in Japan. For the session, we're looking at trading between the 38 Fibonacci level. This is where it bounced off in late trading yesterday. And the top would be at 98.30, with the bottom at 97.70, which is the fib level. The pound also rebounded during the session yesterday. This is in double combination of weakness in the dollar and also positive news out of the United Kingdom with increasing retail sales, showing that the British economy is recovering. There was also comments by Bank of England members who intimated that the Bank of England might pull forward its reducing its quantitative easing program and increasing rates. So this would have an impact strengthening the pound. And again, it's trading back in this long-term range that it's been maintaining since July. So we could be looking at either a short-term correction before it goes up again later in the session, or starting next week, or it could just continue on looking for new highs. Gold also responded positively yesterday. This is most likely due to general weakness in the dollar. The weakness in the dollar should also be relatively short term, and we could be looking at a correction. This is most likely not a new trend for gold. However, if it is, we'd look for one or two more sessions to confirm a new trend. Again, the overall the overall bias for gold is on the downside, pending further news that might become available over the next week. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.